Hi, welcome back to Moose in Chemistry. This is naming type 3 covalent compounds. Now remember that covalent compounds are between nonmetals and nonmetals. Really important to remember that. Also, it's important to remember our Greek prefixes. That mono is 1, di is 2, tri is 3, tetra is 4, penta is 5, hexa 6, hepta 7, octa 8, nona 9, and deca 10. Alright, so let's go look at this first one. Nitrogen tribromide. So that would be N for nitrogen. Now remember, even though, and then be Br3. Now, you don't put, notice that it doesn't have mono in the first name. You never put mono in the first name. You never call it mononitrogen tribromide. All right, so let's see. Bromine has a -1 charge, so that gives you nitrogen, a +3 in this case. Okay, well, let's look at the next one here. Let's look at dinitrogen. Okay, we'll try that one. Dinitrogen. And we'll call it trioxide. Okay, now notice that you have a tri and you have a di. Very important to notice those two things. So that would give you N2O3. All right. What if you were just given, like, say, SF6? All right, now we don't have the naming there. So we have the element sulfur, we have the element fluorine, and we have the number 6. So we're going to call this sulfur. Remember, you never call it monosulfur because you never put mono in the first name. And then 6 would tell us hexafluoride. Wow, pretty snarly, huh? Let's try another one. Let's try N2O5. How about that? So we're going to write down N2O5 there. So just give me a minute. N2O5. All right. Notice we have the element nitrogen. We have the element oxygen. We have the number 2. And we have the number 5. So we call that dinitrogen. That's our first one. And then pentoxide. Why don't we call it pentaoxide? Why didn't we call this hang on, let me write again here. Why didn't we call this dinitrogen pentoxide? Why didn't we do this? Because this AO, you never put AO together. Don't do that. Okay? It's kind of like you never write mono in the first name. So we know that's wrong. So let me go ahead and clear this out here. Get my eraser here. That's bad. So never use AO by itself. All right. Let's try one more. Oh, here comes a really cool one. What if we had something like phosphorus? Always fun one to spell, by the way. Phosphorus. Phosphorus triiodide. Wow. Okay. Whoops. Got to make a D there and make that an E. Triiodide. Right. So phosphorus is the P. And triiodide. So it'd be I3. PI3. Well, that's it for today's lesson. You guys be snarly, you be amazing, and we'll see you back here at Moose in Chemistry.